You must construct additional pylons.
Welcome everybody to this beginner's guide for Keita here on Additional Pylons Games. We're going to be playing Atlas Reactor today, going over Keita, the new Freelancer here, support Freelancer in Atlas Reactor. Just kind of detailing some of her abilities, some strategies with her, and then we're going to be playing a versus bot game to show off some of the different abilities that she has and different situations that I like to use them in. So before we get going, just a couple things to note. Keita is a support archer character, so for those of you who have seen my support guide, you'll know some of the terms I'm talking about. If you haven't, go ahead and check that out. See the different categories that I divide support characters up into here in Atlas Reactor. So Keita is a burst healing, damage mitigation, and debuffing support character. So she has a little bit of healing here. She's got a little bit of damage mitigation in the form of shields, and she's got a little bit of different utilities as far as debuffing the enemies here and there. Some slow, some root, that sort of thing. So with that, the other thing about Keita that it's good to keep in mind is that she has some really good interactions between her mods. And her different abilities. So she's got a pretty high skill level, I would say. Pretty decently high. I'm not going to say that I'm the best with her, but I do enjoy having some fun with Keita and just experimenting with the different ways that you can have her mods interact with one another. So there's a lot of customization there. However, the build that I like the best and the build that I'll be showing today is actually, and you can see here, it's actually beneath the max number of mod tokens, is an energy gain build. And basically with this build, you're actually able to get Keita to get off her ultimate 3 and sometimes even 4 times a match. It's pretty ridiculous actually. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into her abilities. So first we've got Warped Arrow. This is her basic attack. Loose a curving arrow that deals 26 direct damage. You get 12 energy on hit. My mod ups that to 15 energy per hit, a plus 3 energy per attack. So this is kind of like Lockwood's basic attack, where he's able to bounce his basic attack off of walls and get some different angles on enemies. Same sort of idea, but Keita doesn't bounce anything off walls. She just kind of is able to curve her arrow a little bit. One of her basic mods increases the maximum curve angle by 20 degrees, so it makes it a little bit easier for her to target around walls, that sort of thing. So it allows for some trick shots, which is a lot of fun. Next ability is Resonance Burst. This is a 3-turn cooldown prep spell. This is your shielding spell. It also weakens enemies that are within it, so it's a 3x3 square. Any allies within that 3x3 square are shielded for 30 shields, and enemies are weakened. You get 6 energy per enemy and 4 energy per ally hit. My mod again ups that by 2 energy per every hit, so it ups it to 8 energy per enemy and 6 energy per ally. So this is a good way to both mitigate damage by giving shields, as well as mitigate damage by debuffing an enemy and weakening them. Next, we've got Take Aim. Take Aim is a free action prep spell, 4-turn cooldown. So free action means that she can use it in conjunction with other abilities. This marks an enemy, and anytime that your allies hit this enemy, the first time they hit this enemy, that ally gains 20 health. So there's one charge. Basically, there's one charge for anyone. So you can see on screen, if Lockwood hits the enemy and if I hit the enemy, then we both get 20 health. This is a one-time use basically for each person on our team. Gain 4 energy on use and 2 energy every time the target is hit. So again, you get a lot of energy from this. You have the ability to get a lot of energy from this. Take Aim is also a really good way to get your team to target one specific enemy. Particularly, it's very useful for an enemy who thinks that they're pretty safe. They're not going to dash, they're not going to do anything like that. That's where you want to use Take Aim. You can basically put this on an enemy and mark that enemy for your allies, saying, hey, target this person, we'll take them out, we'll get concentrated fire on them, and you'll get health to boot as well. Mods, there is no energy gain mod for Take Aim, so I've gone for Aim Assist, which allows it to be targeted through walls. Just gives a little bit more utility as to go along with her basic abilities. Next, we've got Vaulting Shot. This is her get out of jail free kind of ability. It's a 5-turn cooldown, and basically what happens is Keita dashes backwards, and as she's dashing backwards, she shoots an arrow in the direction that she just came from. There's a targeting area that she's able to do. This is an area of effect attack at the end, so you can hit multiple enemies. Again, we've got our mod, which gives us more energy per enemy hit. So again, you can see lots of energy gain here on Keita, so we can get our ultimate ability off, which we'll go over just here now. Hopefully get our ultimate ability off 3, maybe even 4 times. Rain of Arrows is the final ability. It's a blast attack, so this is damage dealing. Rain arrows down in a line, dealing 28 damage to enemies and rooting them. So basically what happens is you choose the 2 endpoints of this ability, and then anything in between those 2 endpoints is going to take 28 direct damage. Does not require line of sight, and it ignores cover, which is great. So you're always going to do 28 damage to the enemy. You're also going to root them, which is fantastic. Again, it disrupts them, it disrupts their positioning, it makes them vulnerable. And then the mod, the big thing is here, Cloudy Skies. You gain energy, or you gain energized until the end of next turn. So you're going to be, basically next turn, you've guaranteed yourself the ability to gain a lot of extra energy. In particular, this is fantastic if you use Take Aim or Resonance Burst the next turn, because you can gain a lot of energy off of those potentially. So Energize plus the already high energy gain of those abilities means that you could already steamroll yourself to the point where you might even be at 35 or 40 energy by the end of the next turn after you just use your first ability, which is fantastic. So Turtle Tech, Shift, and Second Wind for our catalysts, as is pretty basic. Let's go ahead and get into a bot match.
Is true.
So the reason why I do a bot match is not because I don't play against other players, but because it's a little bit easier to predict what bots are going to do. It's kind of easy to figure out their patterns, that sort of thing, and that just makes it easier for me to display the abilities to you guys. I do some long video live stream kind of, and not really live stream, but anyways, I do some of those long form videos if you guys want to watch those, and you can enjoy that. So let's go ahead and we'll just hide out here in the back, put ourselves in a position again to support our allies. So we've got Brynn, Pup, and Celeste for our allies. Let's go ahead and we can shield our allies, or let's weaken our enemies. We'll do a weaken on them, and then we'll move over here to this other set of cover. So we could have shielded our allies, but we're going to get more energy if we hit our enemies. So you can see we got 16 energy right there just from hitting those 2 enemies, plus the 5 we got from the initial turn. At the end of this turn, we're going to be at 26 energy. We're 1 turn in, we're 2 turns in, and we've already got a quarter of the energy we need for our first ultimate. So lots of energy gain possible here with Keita. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use our Take Aim. It looks like our allies are going to hit Brynn. So we'll go for that, but we're going to go hit target on Quark. Move back here. So here we go. We see I've targeted Brynn, and any of our allies, the first time they hit Brynn, myself included, they're going to gain 20 health. So again, this is a great way to get everybody a little bit of health back. So Pup just gained 20 health. I'm going to need that 20 health because but unfortunately I actually aimed for Quark, now that I think about it. As you can see, Celeste, 20 health. And wow, I'm hurting pretty bad actually. But I targeted Quark, and you can see 15 energy from that. Again, we're going to be on turn 4 next turn, and we're already at 50 energy. So really love the energy build. It's my personal favorite, obviously. But yeah, obviously there are different ways. There are other ways you can play as well. So we're going to dash out of here because we're kind of in a sticky situation. Can I dash in such a way that I hit Brynn? It's not looking like it. Alright. Dash out, hope to hit Lockwood. So, not ideal. Probably what I should have done last turn actually is use Turtle Tech.
Time to hit the road.
There we go. So we both hit Lockwood.
Pick your favorite
And you can see that this also slows enemies that are hit at the end. So Lockwood is actually in a pretty bad position at this time. Nice. So the health buff from Take Aim lasts 2 turns basically. It lasts the turn that you cast it, and it also lasts until the end of the next turn. So there's basically 2 turns for your allies to gain health. You can see it goes away now. My ability to gain health from it is gone. I'm going to use my shield because I'm a little bit vulnerable at this moment. but we're going to still target Quark and potentially Lockwood. So you see that I have the ability to potentially hit 2 people, depending on... So we'll come a little bit farther here. So if Quark moves out of the way, then we can potentially hit Lockwood. If Lockwood moves, then we've got Quark as our primary attack. So it's very useful. There is a mod for your primary ability
using Catalyst
that allows you to pierce the first enemy and hit the second one.
Ooh, you're gonna need a lot of band-aids.
Which is also a very good mod, because again, you do gain 12 energy on hit, so there is the potential to get a lot more energy from that as well.
Payback will be
But not
sweet.
always. All right, Quark decided to
We
follow
must
us.
get rid of that one.
All right, let's go ahead and shield ourselves and Celeste, get ourselves some energy, and then let's get down here. So we're kind of on the defensive a little bit,
Ooh, you've never seen arrows like mine.
but you can see we just got a bunch of energy from that. And now it's going to be turn 7, and we'll have our ultimate up.
Shot in the dark.
So if we play a little bit better, and we don't have to use, if we play a little bit better and we get some energy pickups, that sort of thing, then we'll be in fantastic shape to hit,
I've been waiting to use this.
potentially use our ultimate 3 times. All right, so we'll use our ultimate this turn because we're in pretty good position for it. So you'll see we're going to mark the first site and the second site right there. And we'll hit the 3 of these guys right here. They're all going to be rooted.
Eyes on the mark.
So 28 damage to everybody. We're going to root them and
falter.
put them in a very vulnerable position for the next turn, hopefully. Actually, yes, very vulnerable, because both Brynn and Lockwood and Elle are all going to be hit by that trap from Celeste. So nice job, Robo Celeste. And wow. So there they are, 28 damage to everybody. Nice. Oh man,
No half measures.
we wrecked them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mark on Brynn. No, we're gonna mark on Elle. I have a feeling that she's gonna try and dash away, but that's okay if she does. We'll move over here.
Sights set.
So Lockwood going for might.
Tag.
He's got his
You're
ultimate, so there's a very good chance he's gonna use it. Hopefully they'll target
Going
Brynn.
in, guns blazing.
Yep. So that's not good. But
Reaching the vault.
Refuse to
you
die.
can see Celeste got health back, but it's not enough for her to live. Unfortunately, Lockwood still lives. But we did get Brynn and Elle,
Pay attention when I'm shooting you.
so we're still alive.
Mind my personal space.
And our Brynn lives, and theirs
Get
doesn't.
away.
But she's got 2 health left. Wow. Okay, so Lockwood is vulnerable, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to potentially hit him. Do we have the ability to get up here to... No, it doesn't look like it, but we'll give it a shot anyways. So one of the things I love about Keita, not only is the bendy shot, not only is her energy gain, all that sort of stuff, but also...
Here's looking at you.
Oh, wow. But also, she has really good like voice acting and puns and that sort of stuff. She is a pun master, and I heartily approve of that. All right, let's go ahead and shield up Brynn. There's potential that she could live. Not that she should live. Should live. She should live, but there's a potential that she could live if we give her a good shield. Also, weaken Lockwood, and again, you can see we're at 69 energy, and it's only... We're at 69 energy, having used our ultimate ability once, and we're only going to be on turn 11.
Yes. Now, where to go?
So it looks like Quark is following us, which is kind of strange. Let's go ahead and vault and hit Quark.
This is my shot.
All right. So Pup's going for his ultimate.
Coming at you from every angle.
Not the
Made to
greatest
order,
ultimate, Pup,
With
but
you in mind.
whatever. So unfortunately our Brynn is down. despite my best efforts. Yeah, Cork is following me. Why? I don't understand why you're following me, Cork. Alright, so we're going to target that, and then we could potentially hit... Might be just a little bit short of Lockwood. Let's get up here and try and get that health. If we can. We've always got our shift ability. If we need to get out of danger for a turn.
Keeping this one under wraps.
Celeste and Pup look like they're in a little bit of a bad position.
It's lights out for you.
Thought they may be able to get Lockwood. So, there's Quark, dead. And again, we've got another ultimate.
My return will be glorious.
Alright, let's go ahead and... Actually, no. There we go. So we've marked L because it's pretty clear that Celeste is going to try and hit L. Yep, there we go. So she got 20 health and she got the energy and did damage to L.
I'll find you. Near
We're going to get hit pretty hard, but we're going to get, again, more health from L. So 20 more health. So we're going to survive. Lockwood's dead. And, alright, got knocked down. So there we are. There's the ultimate. And it's looking like... Can't shield ourselves and weaken her at the same time. So let's go ahead and dash out. We're going to use my shift ability. Try and get her out of here. Or get out of here. Away from her. So we can get behind a wall. Out of her line of sight.
I'll hit you fast and hard.
And... yeah.
If your ego doesn't bruise, your face still will.
So you can see that L still has that little marker above her. So again, it lasts until the next turn after you use it. But you can see that there's no little health icon in the middle for me. That means that I've already gained the health that I can gain from L. Other characters, other teammates could still potentially gain health from her, from hitting her. But I am unable to. Let's go ahead and heal up ourselves. Let's get this pickup, and then we'll kind of... yeah, we'll be good there. Should be alright. So health from this, health from the pickup.
I go where the action is.
Wow. Okay. So 4-3, turn 15, and we've been kind of on the run for the last few turns, so we haven't really gotten a lot of energy. But you can see, even with not playing super great, not having awesome allies, having somewhat incompetent allies, I'm still able to get 2...
5 turns left. Stay focused.
Alright. Still able to get 2 ultimates off. Let's give our shield to Pup. And then let's get back here. Actually, we'll just go right there. So even with computer allies who are admittedly not the greatest, we're still able to get 2 ultimates off and potentially a third. We could potentially get a third one off. But if I were a better Keita player, and if I were on a team with allies who are a little bit more focused, probably pretty easily would have gotten to this final ultimate. Celeste is hurt. Celeste is dead. Alright. So we're going to go for their Brynn.
4 turns left.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit Brynn, and then we're going to target down here. So my thought is that she might try and dash down this way to try and save herself or something like that.
Let me show you why I got
Ouch. Well, thankfully I was in cover.
I always wanted a pincushion.
And he dashed in between. Save her. Very smart, Lockwood. Very, very smart.
I said get away.
Wow, what is going on there? Well, I've put myself in a very bad position.
3 turns remaining.
Here's what I can do. I can potentially hit all 4 of them with that dash. Let's go ahead and give ourselves the potential to heal with Lockwood by hitting Lockwood. Give our allies the potential to heal as well. But it's looking like this might be a very, very close loss, actually. Because we've got 2 allies who are heavily damaged up here, and they're vulnerable. Yep.
Your part is
That's
through.
it. That's the game. So it's a close loss. It's going to end up 6-4. Very close. So they've got an almost dead Brynn and an
Still
almost
got
dead
paid.
L. So you can see there, her still got paid kind of thing. Keita's got a lot of laughter. She's got a lot of good jokes, a lot of good puns to her. So she's a fun character. Anyways, that's a little bit of how I play Keita, the energy gain build. There are a lot of other builds that are possible for Keita, and I encourage you to try them out, test them out. So thanks for tuning in to this little beginner's guide. Too bad it was lost, but thanks for tuning in for this beginner's guide here on Additional Pylons Games. Check out some of the other guides that I've got going on for the other characters, and be sure to check out my support, firepower, and frontline Freelancer guides as well to go over those different classes. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on APG. Thanks for watching Additional Pylons Games. Click one of the boxes to watch another video, and click the circle to subscribe and join the APG Zealots. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and share it with your friends. Comment below, and I'll see you next time here on Additional Pylons Games.